Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day. So
chest blasted.
Chest. He just what?
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. If they want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker! It's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for you to talk about blood dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag blood dick.
So awesome.
Listen, welcome to the Covert Standard.
He's up in our house. What is up, motherfuckers? Let's kick it off with the sponsors because we've been fucking forgetting. Go ahead, open up that Sprite. Thank you.
Open up that Sprite. That blue can Sprite spelled BUDLIGHT.
Fast.
That's how you spell Sprite. Go ahead.
Okay. CabalUSA.co, top of the show. Have the right gear. Covert Standard at checkout. Fucking check it out. And we got another one. It's iView Marketing. Print shit on shit. Take it away, Chase.
Bro, that was the best intro.
Shorts.
Besides when I do it. Best intro ever. I like you all amped over here. So let's talk about that fucking sweet-ass chair. You know it fucking squeaks, right?
It doesn't squeak,
Bro, it squeaks.
Hey,
Squeaking.
WD-40 goes a long way.
Like right now, I'm going back.
What about CLP? Can we CLP it?
I have a spray bottle that we can get this shit hammered right now.
Matrix 4.
Don't.
Matrix 4.
I think
confirmed
just,
of the
so
lady
just,
that no one. I can't remember the lady's name.
I don't know, but who cares? It's fucking introduced and it'll be cool.
Keanu.
All right, so we all know that we're all really excited.
I can't see you.
I know, I'm working on it.
I feel like half of our listeners just turn this off.
Yeah, they're just like, you guys are too amped right now.
Like, what the fuck has just happened?
So,
bro,
what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? Because I know that we all just found out recently that the Matrix 4 is coming out. Bro, that's kind of exciting. But do you think that it's going to be one of those movies that like they should have just stopped at 3 because that right there ended the trilogy?
Dude, do you
think that going into 4?
Do you remember how pissed off everybody was with 3? Because everybody fucking hated how it ended?
Yeah, there was a huge controversy on how it ended. But I mean,
John Wick on computers.
Can you imagine?
I want to see it. It's Keanu. Are you kidding me?
So okay, listen, Keanu's great.
Wachowski? One of the Wachowski brothers?
Sisters now.
Well,
they're both sisters.
No, they both didn't turn to girls.
Yeah, they did.
One of them.
Both of them did.
Oh, that's weird.
So,
I thought when they were doing the Sense8, they were both in the mid fucking doing things.
I think
it was one. It was one of them. It was
one of them completed. The other one was in.
I don't think so. I think it was Wachowski brothers.
Producer, look that up. Topless Stacy, thank you. Please do that. Stand by.
Yeah, we'll look that up right now.
Am I hiring a topless Stacy? Is that what I've got to do?
No,
this means I'm whipping out my phone.
Come on, dude. It's an audio show. You could have kept it going.
I'm gonna hire.
What kind of tits does she have?
Any.
Are they like
all of them?
Are they like saucer?
Are they
I forgot what they said.
Ooh,
they didn't
no.
call
Does
brothers.
she have 3 tits?
The Wachowskis. I think is all they said.
Wachowski brothers.
So?
I think they still call themselves.
for Sense8, they just called them the Wachowskis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it was. They didn't say brother or sister.
All right. 3 tits.
3
That's
tits.
What I'm saying.
I'm down for 3 tits.
What
Total Recall.
would you do with 3 tits?
Suck all. Grab 2 with with said fingers.
Yeah.
And then the third one with lips.
All right.
Dave? Right.
Dave?
Or
so you're sucking dick. You grab 2
tips.
The tips.
No
of the balls.
shit. Dave, you're blowing my mind over here. You were totally fucking right.
Good job.
I had no idea. I thought it was only one of them.
Hey,
so it's Lana Wachowski that used to be Lawrence.
That's such a terrible name.
And then Lily Wachowski that used to be
name.
Lana and Lily.
Terrible name.
They both jump on the fucking wagon, dude. That was during
That's the chair, bro.
What
was
is
a long
the
time
fucking
ago.
chance of like two
chair.
siblings that are in their 50s turning into...
I mean, because why not?
It's 2019.
It's the Matrix, bro.
Adults. I really don't give a fuck. They can do whatever they want personally, but that's wild that they both did it at the same time.
They support each other
hatched
really
out of the
well.
cocoon.
They have been attached to the hip.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that how you transition? Is that how it works?
That's how that works.
That's how it works.
And then the fucking cocoon, and they emerge, and they're...
I'm not even laughing, But I think I peed a little bit.
Yeah.
That was almost a scene from fucking Ace Ventura right there, dude.
That's funny. That is absolutely funny. Hell, oh my goodness.
I mean, do what you want.
Okay,
but
so anyway,
Dick titties.
dick titties? No.
Dick titties.
3 titties. We're talking about the next person that we
triple tit?
hire.
Yeah, so it's like a
Matrix 4 to 3
testicle
titties.
and then a fucking
No,
dick in the
we're
middle.
talking about Total Recall.
do you
Recall.
No, but do you remember the photo that went around of the woman that like photoshopped a third tit,
Yes.
but then tried to say that she got it surgically implanted, and people
Yes.
believed it for a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I would believe her too.
That's amazing.
Chance was like third tit. I definitely remember.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the
I love her.
possibilities of this actually happening? Like a
I'm pretty sure it's out there.
Dude,
It's got to be.
think of the strip club. Like,
Yeah,
She would make
like,
all of
you
the
would
money.
like the 3 but you would have to have like one tassel that you can't use.
You'd have to.
You have to buy a pack. You have to
Yeah.
buy 2 packs of tassels and only use one of the other one.
Yeah.
That would get annoying. But you have a backup
She'll
tassel.
probably be creative.
Who
Who knows? Puts his tassel on
Bro.
the dude's fucking
Your
forehead.
chair squeaky. Dude,
It's not mine. I told you. It wasn't mine.
oh my
It's those plastic chairs that you guys
Bro.
are on.
We'll get better chairs. Okay.
Dick titties, all right.
My next purchase is going to be a chair for this room.
I want
Fellas,
a
they were
crane.
My
I
ass
want a
goes
crane
numb.
for my mic.
That'll be your investment. Fuck
I
the
want
chair.
a crane
I
for
want
my
a crane.
fucking mic.
I want to stand if I
I'm
want to
the only one
stand.
that's a fucking stick.
Well, nice.
Listen, all right. It got expensive when I got to the
It's
third
true.
mic.
I
All right.
understand.
It
I
got
understand.
expensive.
So we got to talk to the sponsors. All right.
We already
We
talked
did.
to
Figure it
sponsors.
out.
Next.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying
Oh,
we
yeah.
got to talk
to the sponsors and see if they
Fucking
can
See
get
if they can get it.
see if they can get them a crane.
See if IVU Marketing doesn't mind getting called shit on shit.
Dude, it's been going on for a hot minute. So
Yeah. But I mean, it sticks.
they're loving it.
Shit sticks.
Phil-
If you ever threw shit at a wall, it sticks.
Yeah.
Philadelphia shooter. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go something else.
Was it
I was happy.
Philadelphia?
I was happy. What happened?
Oh, okay. We'll go. Continue with your happy.
Talking about pieces of shit, huh? All right,
let's
go
talk
ahead.
Well, we haven't even
No.
gotten into the Matrix
No.
4 yet.
No.
We
Well,
said it
there's
was
not a
called-
lot to get into.
Yeah,
It's
there's
new.
no one knows.
and
No,
we
but-
don't have anything.
My question to you, though,
new James Bond.
I had a question. New James Bond. Well, there's always a new James Bond.
I know.
But my question to everybody was like, do you think that it's gonna fucking suck because it's after 3?
No.
You think it's just gonna be amazing just
No.
because?
I think it's going to be amazing.
At least the same creative forces that were behind the Matrix are behind this one.
Yeah.
They're just in a different form.
And I would hope that Keanu is in a point in his life to where, like, if the script was shit, he'd say no. I would imagine. And
He's weird though. He's
But
not that
he
kind of
doesn't-
guy.
He just has to be in the fucking movie.
Bill and
and
Ted's
it's gonna
coming
be
out with
good.
a new one. I'm excited about Bill and Ted.
I'm way more excited about Bill and Ted than I am fucking.
I am too. I think Bill and Ted would be so fucking dope
Matrix
to come
4.
out with. How about Speed 9?
That's a thing.
I don't even know how many they came
We're
out
all
with.
trapped in a Ferrari.
There's 16 of us trapped in a Ferrari
None of
with
us
no
can move.
brakes. If we go below 35 miles an hour, we will die.
Dave, can you do it better? Advertise it better. Go ahead.
I wasn't even trying.
No.
Are we going to compete?
Dave's movie voice. Go.
Go ahead.
In a world where we're all trapped underwater
Oh, see, he went underwater.
in a Ferrari.
It cannot go below 13 knots.
13 nautical miles.
All right, go ahead.
You went on speed.
Go ahead. You got a drink on. You guys are nerds for that.
I mean, he went underwater. I had to go to knots.
Hey,
Coming
nuts.
soon in a theater near you, we've got Dave Cabal and Chase in a Ferrari underwater called the Atlantic. Yes.
Talking about my dick?
No.
No.
No, senor. No.
Are you going to be the comedic relief? Because I can't be the comedic relief. You're the
No,
funny
it's got to be one letter.
So,
You're the funny
called
one.
the Atlantic, and then Dave's got to come in like, no, Chase, don't push the button. And Chase got to come in, ha, fuck this button. Boom. And they are underwater for 13 days.
I like that.
And then they have a shark coming. And then, there we go. There's the
90s,
intro.
90s middle right there.
that's why we have to get video, because Dave's face right now is just too
We
good.
just need just to record Dave's face.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
agree.
Because it goes from happiness
Yeah,
to I hate everybody to back to like
surprise
what is
happiness
going on?
to
Dude, when we go to video for the show, it's just going to be a tight shot of Dave's face.
Can we do that?
It's just going to be right here, and you're just going to see him going.
It has to be Dave's face and his shirts that he wears because he has.
He'll do
the
occasional
best
pan,
shirts ever.
occasional pan down.
He did the business dress again today. We
With
went to
dinosaurs?
Yeah, I swear to God, we went to his house.
Dress.
We went to his house, and he changes his shirt, comes back, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Business wear," and then I was like, "You always do this with the button up." He's like, "Yeah, it looks more professional," and then I didn't even realize
It's a collared thing.
It's a collar
It's
thing.
fossils on the
Bro,
shirt.
dinosaurs.
Yeah,
That's
it's dinosaurs.
awesome.
But
I didn't realize
the t-shirt,
Tyrannosaurus
the
Rex.
t-shirt that I had on before was a Jurassic Park t-shirt.
Stegosaurus.
You were such a nerd.
Stegosaurus, Triceratops.
Yeah, boys.
Bonersaurus.
T-Rex,
That's that one?
Triceratops.
Yeah, T-Rex actually has like the big ass
Mastodon.
boner on it.
Bonosaurus.
Yeah.
Isn't it the fucking Brontosaurus isn't real? Like it never actually existed?
You don't know that? You didn't pass that.
Bronchiosaurus isn't.
Yeah, one of those. They were like, your childhood is dead. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Did you see the one that they found a bigger one than the biggest dinosaur they found?
Taking my penis?
Yes, the biggest dick.
Oh, okay.
They found the largest penis in the world belonged to a
Oh,
Tyrannosaurus.
Chase. Oh, wow.
So that walrus is fucking that penguin?
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Let's not bring that shit up again. God
Rape is bad.
damn.
Okay.
You're
So
next.
her.
Spit it out.
Dave almost
Get it on
spit
there.
his
On
drink.
that shirt.
He almost spit his
It's
drink.
okay. They're dead already.
I couldn't spit it back in my cup because there's a fucking lid on it.
Good job.
So anyway,
And I can't spill any alcohol in this brand new chair.
Matrix 4, Speed
Bro.
5, Bill and Ted. Where we going?
Let's
Talk
make
about
a-
shooting in
let's
Pennsylvania
make
now. Let's go
another
ahead. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and just
What about that new rock movie? That,
Zombieland 2.
Fucking
Zombieland 2 will be
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
Shaw, someone.
Hobbs and Shaw came
and
out
Shaw.
this week. It comes out this weekend.
Dude,
I know it already came out.
It
I
came
think,
out last
and it
weekend.
killed in fucking overseas.
It part 2.
Yeah,
Part 2's coming.
Oh, they're gonna make
yeah.
a part 2 to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
adult version.
that,
It's
yeah,
got
the
a
kid
bunch of
grew
really
up.
good actors attached to it too.
Summer said spitters are quitters.
Jesus Christ.
So
Good job, Dave.
So
You're
Good thing I had a lid.
making them proud.
so Hobbs and Shaw, but that wasn't that supposed to be? Is it just that's just a playoff of Fast and
it's a
Furious,
spin-off-
right?
spin-off
It's not
between the
Fast
two.
and Furious Hobbs and
So-
Shaw.
Yeah, it's
it's
just-
Hobbs and Shaw.
No, it is Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
really a part 2, then, right? That would be
No,
just part
he's
9.
saying they're
That's
making a part 2 to that already.
So it's that
Wait,
now.
they're
Now it's
gonna
a
be
spin-off.
It's Fast and Furious franchise,
Correct.
and now it's fucking Hobbs and Shaw on the side compared to fucking Fast and Furious.
Right. It's
7, 8, 9.
universe.
Yes.
I jumped off that train just a movie too early, apparently, because that's when it all kind of got tied back together and started getting good again. Tokyo Drift 3 came out. I said, fuck this. I jumped off
Hold
that
on,
train.
Tokyo Drift 3?
Tokyo Drift was the third movie.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you
But it
said
was
Tokyo Drift 3, like they came
I
up with another
probably
one.
did.
I'm missing
There
out.
was no number, but
right,
Tokyo
Tokyo
Drift is the
Drift
third
It's the
one.
third one.
movie,
So
yeah.
I almost
Even
bought the whole
though
collection.
it's supposed to be like the prequel to...
I thought it was
It's-
supposed to be like one of the last movies.
No,
in
it's
the
supposed to be
franchise.
the prequel. It's supposed to be the before everything.
It's when Hans
it's
dies.
Complicated.
Hans
as
dies in
fuck.
Tokyo Drift, and it comes back again towards the end when Hobbs comes in, or when Shaw comes in.
It's
So
too
they show
complicated. I can't keep track.
Tokyo Drift
I don't
in the
know
last
anything.
movie.
I watched the first movie,
Wait,
which
wait.
if you ever go back and watch, it's really funny that movie spawned a massive multi-million-dollar franchise. Like,
Yeah.
because like it is cheesy as fuck.
It
Like,
is
I
amazing
loved it. I
what
loved it at the
TNA
time,
does.
but like,
Dude, I remember where I was.
The TNA.
I was racing back
Yeah,
then. I
yeah.
was fucking.
Dude,
we
it-
went to that
it
movie.
caused a lot of people.
Yeah, City Walk was first built then.
shitty walk.
Shitty Walk.
City
It
Walk.
was first built right when the movie theater and everything that's over at City Walk was built, and I think it was like a year or two later. That's when the movie got released. We had a car club called Sudden Impact Psi, but obviously a bunch of SIs.
Of course, you had a fucking car club.
Right there for
It's
you.
a brown
right
thing,
there
right?
for you.
Is that what that is?
And so we used to. There's a thing called La Fiebre down here that everybody used to race back in the day.
Knew it.
The what?
La Fiebre. It's it's the races that they had down
What
here.
does that mean?
He'd pull up and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm
Am
back.
I saying
Come
that?
on
I'm probably
in."
saying that wrong. I'm not
Brown
Spanish
guy.
or Asian.
Brown
But they
guy.
called it
Say
La
it.
Fiebre.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
It means he
what
looks
Fiebre?
Mexican.
How do you say the
See?
races?
I don't know.
Como se dice the races? Like if you say the races? Is there not a word?
I'm blank, bro.
Okay.
Shooting blanks
Anyway,
here.
it was called La Fiebre back
bad.
in the day in Florida. Before all the undercover cops started shutting down all this rings, we used to race
Fucking
out here.
Cops.
And we actually went to City Walk and shut down an entire fucking row. Like it was like a car show in this. If you ever been to City Walk, it's like one of those parking garages. and we used to park our cars. I'm sorry.
Don't do that anywhere but Orange County. All right, throwing it out there.
We used to. I'm sorry. When the movie got released, we had like 52 cars in the car club, and we had 5 car clubs with us, and we fucking shut down the roads all the way there, and then we fucking parked all of our cars in the fucking in the parking garage and went and watched that fucking movie. Like was like a culture move for me back in the day.
Yeah,
I was so into fucking racing back then. It was not even funny.
What happened?
Cops.
Yeah, bunch of kids died.
People dying, people get arrested, cars
got really expensive.
It's still a thing.
But it's just like it got too expensive. It really did. Everything got too expensive. All of a sudden, it was like they came up with rules. Like when I was in Hawaii, I was racing.
Those rules.
When I got stationed in Hawaii, I was still racing, and they shut down the last remaining racing strip that you can go to. So everybody was racing the streets, but the freaking potholes were so bad.
I don't know.
They didn't fix those things at all. But anyway, cops over there literally had so many emissions rules. Wasn't even funny. Like if you're caught with one tire off the ground, it's immediate impoundment and like $1,500 fine immediately. Period. 1 inch off the ground. 1 inch off the ground.
Yeah.
If your car was too low and you wouldn't pass emissions, you couldn't drive it. If you started driving it, they would fucking impound your car. So you couldn't lower your car. You couldn't put loud exhaust on it. You couldn't put any. They actually checked under your hood. It was so bad.
Kansas had really weird ass rules about lights on your car. You couldn't have fucking anything. Like they had to change the laws allowing like certain like Lexuses to be legal. Like factory fucking vehicles were illegal in Kansas because they were so strict on laws.
By the way, that was made from factory. Yes, we can't allow that to be in the state. Sorry, goodbye.
Right.
Yeah, it's so
like
stupid, man.
Individual like LED lights, basically. Mm-hmm. Like how it became popular in the mid 2000s for brake lights to be multi-set of LED lights.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was illegal.
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
They were just so against anybody customizing anything, and I don't know. That was a big thing.
Yeah,
I was never into the racing game, but I remember the movie. I remember it being fucking entertaining and great. I was too young at the time. I was not driving. I was not of driving age when that movie came out.
Yeah, same here.
Really?
We were.
When did the movie come out?
I think
I was
in high school.
Oh, I am.
I was in high school, but
I don't think I was. I think I was in 8th grade.
How old are you again?
Were you in 8th grade?
I think I was in 8th grade. I'm 30.
Then that means
I'm 31.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 2 years old. I was in high school already.
Okay.
It makes sense. It makes sense why you weren't driving. Yeah, I was driving.
2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2001. I was in high school.
6th grade.
He's in 6th grade.
2001.
I was in high school.
Because I was civics class during 9/11 and all that shit.
2001.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in sophomore year of high school. I was going to Olympia High School at the time.
9th grade.
I was part of the boxing team out there.
9th grade.
God, we're fucking weird.
I graduated 2004.
Do you remember Too Fast, Too Furious?
Yes.
Too fast.
I like
Too furious.
I like
you got
too fast for y'all, man. Yeah, I love that song.
You got any food in there? Because we hungry.
hungry.
I like that one more.
That's when Roman, or is his name Roman?
It's
Roman.
because Vin Diesel was like, fuck this, I'm not going to be part of this bullshit anymore. Do you know that the story behind why he's even in Tokyo Drift is that it gave him the rights to the Riddick movies franchise?
Yeah,
Wait,
he
what?
wanted to.
Yes.
In order to get the rights, he had to do that.
He liked the Riddick franchise. It was only one movie at the time, and it was like a throwaway movie that no one really gave a shit about. He really fucking liked the character. He liked the story. He wanted to own it, and they're like, "Yeah, but we really want you to be in the Fast and Furious movie." He was like, "I'll make a cameo if you give it to me." So because he was in the cameo, he did
Chronicles of
But then he
Riddick.
kept doing more. But he kept doing more.
Eventually, they talked him into it.
He put the movie, or he used his own fucking money for Chronicles, and after he did the fucking cameo, they made a lot of money just for that for Chronicles, and then he put his own, or then they fucking did Riddick, and now apparently he's going to do a 4th.
Yeah.
As well, because I love the Riddick franchise.
Yeah, Riddick franchise is good.
Yeah, I do too. I like it. I like the first one more than anything. But
that's a lot of movies.
Apparently,
the first one.
Apparently, Vin Diesel and The Rock have some sort of beef. Like they don't get along with each other.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I hear that.
Which is weird. Like they both seem to be. At least The Rock seems to be a fairly likable guy. But like,
it
turns out that Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel like puts up like this fucking. Macho fucking stance on things. Like if things is not going a certain way for him,
he
like creatively, probably
he fucking loses it, walks off the fucking stage.
Yeah,
and then on top of that,
the Rock being a great guy and all, he has that sense about him where he's like, look, man, I'm the best.
Well, not only that, but
or
he's like,
come on,
like,
be thankful.
fucking,
like, think about these crews.
Yeah,
here,
you're fucking over
like,
the crew right now. We came here to get the shot done today, and you're gonna fucking sit in your trailer. Like that was
he's amazing. The Rock, what I'm saying is like Not okay. Let me back up.
Before we go any further, I just want to say apparently it pisses Vin Diesel off that he's like the third most popular bald guy in his franchise.
Who's the first two?
I love The Rock. I love everything
The Rock
does.
and Jason Statham.
I love everything The Rock does.
Jason. But,
sorry,
have you watched Transporter in a while? I rewatched
the first
Transporter.
one. I fucking love it.
Yeah, the first one.
I fucking love it.
That was good.
Yeah,
Love it.
The second one's terrible.
The gunfights like entertained me, like not in a good way entertained me, but like the jokester fucking
like Desperado kind of shit.
Yes.
Like Jackie Chan.
I loved it.
Jackie Chan shit.
Do you remember there's a movie called Assassins from the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit it makes
throwing
me
the fucking stars with the chain and all that shit.
Do you remember?
No,
do
not
you remember when
Ninja
Vin Diesel
Assassin.
had hair?
Just Assassins. It's like this, like they're hitman and
Diesel
these
had
like
hair.
terrible gunplay, and they got a fucking toolbox full of guns. It's really bad. It's great.
What was the movie Vin Diesel was in like early years that he had hair? Was it something Bosses? Yeah, he did.
I don't know it.
I have no
Saving
fucking
Private
idea.
Ryan, he didn't have hair. Knockaround Guys, he didn't have hair.
Yeah, but he's been in movies since before that.
Saving Private Ryan was his big fucking.
Yeah, but he was in like.
You're talking
was
about
it The Platoon or Hamburger Hill? I can't remember.
You're talking about.
No, he was.
He used to be
Saving
a break
Private
dancer.
Ryan and
Break dancer instruction video. Look that up. That's where he had a mini fro.
Recently he had that one movie where he had a beard too.
Guys.
Yeah,
he was Witcher. The Witcher.
I Am Groot.
That too. Yeah, no, I like Vin Diesel was
he played The Witcher or something like that, right?
Man crush in the 90s.
Yeah,
he did not have hair.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
No,
in The Witcher, he definitely did. That was a newer one.
Yes, he did. He had hair.
No,
he had a beard and hair.
Bet me.
I'm looking at it. He had a beard and hair.
Where?
Right here.
That's not hair. Hair on his head?
Yes.
Look up Vin Diesel's breakdance instruction video. That's his first one.
Oh, Find Me Guilty. That's the movie where he has hair. Boom.
Find Me Guilty.
2006. Find Me Guilty. There he is with hair. Hair.
That was before he was popular.
Yeah. What year is that from?
It's 2006.
No.
Who's that? That's pretty funny. Him is purple. That's fucking hilarious.
Holy shit.
You know what he reminds me of? Fucking what's his face? Pitbull.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
look
a little
like
bit.
Well, if you catch him in
so
a
Hobbs and
fucking
Shaw.
club,
You think that's going to be a good movie? I haven't seen it. You think it's going to be a good movie?
Yes.
I think it'll be entertaining.
I'm just
That's
not
what it's
jumping on
for.
the bandwagon now.
I just feel like it's more like fantasy world style.
I mean,
it's
all
like going
those
really
are,
in
though.
there. I mean, I
That's what
get
it's
it, but it's a little
supposed
bit
to
more
be.
believable. Like the first one was a little bit more believable.
Dude,
is it
have
not?
you been on the fucking ride?
yeah, but
The very first one was pretty good.
The ride.
What?
Vin Diesel's
Saving
trying to
Private Ryan.
hold down the fucking.
Definitely came
He's
out
trying to
before
hold
that.
the fucking helicopter. He's like, oh, I got the helicopter. Ah!
And that was, which one was that? The first one?
That was the
Captain-
fucking
Captain
the
America?
ride.
the fourth one.
No,
Captain America.
I'm talking about
He's talking about the ride.
Fast and Furious ride.
Dude, I've never
Okay.
rode that ride. Is it good?
Yeah.
I've never rode that ride
No.
either.
No, they should have left. They should have left Earthquake.
All right,
alone.
Pennsylvania.
I'll ride your ride.
Let's go, Chase. Let's bring on Pennsylvania. We're good now.
Well,
We got enough funny. What
I
happened?
don't
in
even know what I was talking about.
You started bringing up a point.
Pennsylvania
The shooting. Yeah.
What happened?
Let's bring it
They go to a warrant. So they're doing a drug warrant, and fucking pretty much they go in. I think just with handguns because I don't understand how they got outgunned. I think it's Pennsylvania fucking police. I don't really have the best for that. Go in. They're okay.
So the
Philadelphia shooter. They go in. Okay, so there. Okay, that's better. Philadelphia shooter. So the cops go into the fucking place to serve a warrant on this fucking guy.
Okay.
They get into a shootout. It's debating if it's a yapper or an AR. He has some long gun, and apparently they only have handguns, I guess. So they have a fucking long.
Who's serving the warrant?
The Philadelphia PD.
Just
I
the
believe.
PD, just the regular PD. Okay.
I don't think it's SWAT because I don't understand how this would be.
They
a
only
thing.
have
No,
handguns,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be because fucking they call for SWAT afterwards.
Okay.
Some places can serve their own warrants for narcotics and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Generally, this is why they like SWAT teams to do it because they're better prepared for shit like this. They get into a shootout. I think 2 or 3 are fucking like stuck in this house with this guy. So of course they call for backup. They call for SWAT. They call for all of this nonsense and. pretty much it turns out to be a long standoff with the SWAT team. They don't kill him. He eventually comes out after he calls for he calls an attorney. Attorney talks him out after the negotiators didn't do shit. I just don't get how it happened.
What do you mean?
How do we get stuck in this house with this guy? Because I guess there's not all of the good details out.
Okay.
I guess it's because I'm more proponent of if we're serving a search warrant for like a known like really bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
SWAT team.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
They're better.
I mean, the guy. So, do you know if the guy was known to be like a bad guy, or was the warrant for something like?
No, he's a shithead. He's well, that thing I sent you is because they believe he's a Muslim extremist. Yada yada.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
but no, he tons of weapon charges, tons of narcotics charges, tons of. He's a shitty fucking.
This
dude.
is a good thing to actually bring up because that actually never went mainstream. That actually never hit the main. Well, no,
the whole story.
The whole story never hit. Here's the thing:
the Philadelphia fucking that did.
But it didn't hit like as hard.
The shootout.
Well, because he's a black guy shooting at cops.
Yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't fit somebody's agenda in the media. This is a perfect example.
Doesn't fit the narrative.
It doesn't fit the narrative. On top of that, it was a bad guy who was not allowed to have guns. Still got guns. They don't want to fucking put that out there. They don't want to put that shit out there, and that's what we keep trying to put out there for everybody that's listening. Understand this. If you have that thought process where you think that it's going to be okay for guns to be illegal, right? You may have that thought process and believe that wholeheartedly. Think about this. This is a perfect story for you to listen to. The guy's not allowed to have guns. He is a criminal, like a hardcore criminal with a warrant being served to him, and he still has guns.
Yes.
So stop trying to jump on that wagon thinking that the solving of the issues is going to be taking away firearms because bad guys will always be able to get them.
The idea is that
Fuck
if you
that guy.
take...
He's dead?
No, he's alive.
He's alive?
Very much alive.
Jesus Christ.
The idea is if you take the guns out of law-abiding citizens' hands, then there's no guns for the bad guys to get.
It's not the
No.
Not the way it works.
I know. I know. It's so dumb.
And then there's when the cops are because there's 6 cops that get shot, and the fucking Philadelphia people are fucking taunting the police, you know, about how terrible you are, yada yada.
Yep.
And now apparently there's some big march for this fucking piece of shit from the Philadelphia people. That's shitty, dude.
They're marching for him?
They're marching for him. They support the fucking bad guy shooting the fucking
Fuck
cops.
that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Really?
That's why you
That's
don't
the
see
thing?
them. That's why you don't see the
And
media
that's the other
outrage
thing.
about
But the biggest why I sent it was the fucking
there was
terrorist
a
part,
chick.
where he supposedly is a radical extremist
Matt,
type.
I haven't heard about.
What?
We haven't heard about that in years. have we?
I'm really hesitant about that. Of like what because this case really brings to mind something. I'm almost positive it happened in Florida. It's hard.
It probably did.
Yeah, probably.
Probably
Female was sovereign citizen. Got pulled over, didn't have a vehicle registered in her name, didn't have a driver's license. She was a traveler, not a driver.
Weird.
But somehow magically that didn't work out. So
Shouldn't have taken the keys out.
She got a warrant out for arrest because she didn't go to court.
Sure.
So they went to go serve the warrant, and she live streamed her posting up with a fucking Mossberg 500.
Oh! That was not Florida, actually. But yes. And she doesn't get shot.
Somehow.
Actually. Yeah.
Did they get the keys out of the ignition?
But I think
They
she
took
shot
the
an
keys.
officer.
They took the keys.
I don't know
Yes,
if
she
yeah.
shot. They had a gun. Everybody had guns. But she live streamed the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what it made me think of. Like it doesn't. I mean, the Muslim extremist thing. Like I don't know if I really buy that so much. Like if you're
It was an interview with the sister, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was an interview with the sister, and the sister said
That's
well, no. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean that he didn't have those beliefs. I just mean that wasn't the deciding factor in that dude's life. When you're a multiple felon with drug charges, you're not exactly a devout Muslim.
fair enough.
But you could probably fall upon the lines of the ideology of the bad part about it. Like you don't have to be a Muslim, but you could follow about the
It's possible, but
death to America because I hate America. That's the thing. There's people that hate America.
But it could be I hate the cops because they fucking hate black people.
Everybody does.
You know,
Yeah, I
like
hear that
you
a
don't.
lot. I hear that a lot.
Not that hates black people. Everybody hates cops.
Well,
I had to correct that just in case for our listeners.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. Of like, it maybe it was influenced by a mosque. Clearly, that guy had a lot of shit going on in his head, and he made a lot of bad decisions leading up to it. So I don't know if that was really the deciding factor when you have multiple felonies and multiple drug charges and multiple firearm charges.
No disagreement, just a piece of shit. I mean, it was just I like the
interesting aspect to it.
Other thought process of
the danger and the interesting part of the Islamic extremist is that it can take engineers and doctors and turn them into murderers.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part of it.
It's a real thing.
Not the fucking street thug idiots.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that just doesn't strike me as something to even really be preoccupied.
So you're
with.
saying he's more of a sovereign to a certain degree?
No, I don't even know. I have no fucking clue.
Or more of a we'll look into the extremist fucking part just to I can be a piece of shit.
I think it's like an afterthought. I mean, he was a piece of shit first and foremost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dave, you think he's a piece of shit?
Definitely a fucking piece of shit.
Good call.
Definitely, Brad.
I want to read the after action report.
And Dave's over there just waiting for Point Blank 2.
Bro, Point Blank 2. What? I want to read the after action report on it because there was a tremendous when SWAT got there, they had to do what they did the stealth fucking takeouts of the fucking cops that were inside of the house while he was still shooting at the cops.
Was trapped cops.
Yeah.
Was it 2 or 4?
I think it was either 2 to 3 were fucking trapped in there, but there was 6 cops shot, and I guess they just fucking serve their narcotics warrant with handguns only. I don't understand why there's no long gun.
I mean, forgive my ignorance, but I thought that there was felony warrant officers that basically is what their job was, is to go serve those warrants on people, and they weren't necessarily SWAT team. They would get backup from regular duty officers.
There is generally, to my understanding of other fucking municipalities and all those, that generally it's SWAT or narcotics, and narcotics can serve their own search warrants, but they're not SWAT, and so they don't.
Yeah, no, I mean the one I'm thinking of particularly is part of I think it's Orange County actually, and it's a family member of D2. She serves felony warrants.
But that particular one does not go into said houses like.
Gotcha. It's just like vehicles, job places.
No, they go to the house, they talk them out of the house, and then they can do some kind of clearing, but they don't do like deliberate clearing.
Okay.
But that D2's fucking whatever family.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Yeah. Just good people.
Just in general,
I like her.
What are you doing over there?
Oh, playing on the phone.
I was trying to find new release dates for certain things that I wanted to look for, and then I forgot that we mentioned Cabal's name, and I was trying to find that what it means.
What was that?
If you look up Cabal's name, there's like U.S. deep state stuff under Cabal, which I thought was pretty funny.
So you're going to be red flag? That's what this is?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fucking
I wanted to bring
red flag.
that shit up.
Yeah,
I knew Dan Crenshaw, roasting Dan Crenshaw.
Poor guy. Miss him.
A listener to the show.
Dan's a fucking listener?
No, Patriot. What's his name? Fucking Dread the Patriot.
I don't think he listens to the show anymore, but
it's possible. Who knows? But he was up in arms about Dan Crenshaw and what he said. And Dan Crenshaw, we talked about it briefly, and Dan Crenshaw since went on to the what is the fucking Steven Crowder show. He went on the Steven Crowder show and talked about he continued and doubled down on what he said, but he also clarified what he was talking about of like he didn't ever advocate for a national red flag law. And he was stating that, in his opinion, there are different levels and good red flag laws and bad red flag laws. And he thinks that on a state level, there could be such a thing as a good red flag law. In Florida, we have one.
Did you see the Twitter post? That was actually off of his Twitter. That's not a made up one. I didn't find that picture on. But the Twitter post from Trump, President Trump. Did I show you that? I put it in the group message.
You're the only one that trumps or that fucking tweets, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I don't tweet either. I went on there to look because I saw it and I wanted to get verification, so I went on there to get it from his page. I didn't want to believe it,
Right.
But I went on his page and he fucking did it. Where he goes, I can't remember the guy's name, so don't hold me to it. But he literally goes, "Can we put this guy on a red flag?" I mean, the guy's crazy. The guy shouldn't have on.
Yeah.
Like that's how red flags are going to work. Is that people are just like, "Oh, can we just put him on a red flag?"
It was the CNN anchor because he blew up on somebody.
Yeah. So Trump blew up on the. Yeah. He was like, "Can we just put him on a red flag?"
It was a joke.
It doesn't matter. Like that is literally that's how I take it. Is people are going to be like, "Can we just put him on a red flag?" Right? Haha. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like the red flag laws are just that simple. Somebody going, "Oh, he's crazy."
Well, I thought a Florida man. Florida man actually got served with the red flag law, and he had to turn in all his guns. He was a carpenter.
He got killed.
And no, not the standoff one.
There's a standoff one, but it wasn't Florida, right?
That wasn't Florida. Florida carpenter. He gets served. He turns in all his guns, and he's like, "Hey, what the hell? Like, can I get my guns back?" Because they're like, "No, you got to go to court because the individual needs to say that you're not the one." And she's standing right there. She's like, "He's not the one. No, you need to do this in court." So now the poor bastard, he has to
go to court,
spend some fucking time and money,
fucking
legal fees and all that shit, and fucking deal with that bullshit to try to get his guns back.
And then he's going to have to prove that they're all his, and he has to go through all that process.
Now that's going to be the harder side.
I don't know that that's true.
For you to get your guns back, you have to show proof that you purchased it.
When they stole it from you?
Yep.
When they took and confiscated it?
Yep. You have to show, in order for you to pick it up from the law enforcement.
Yeah, I think we did talk about this. You need to show proof of purchase in order for you to get it back.
So if you bought it from somebody, a long time ago and didn't do a
bill of sale,
whatever, not,
either way,
it's lost.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Depends on it. If they go to the red flag bullshit, they generally will probably leave a receipt or a property form of the fucking guns. And
just like when you go to jail,
there's a property form.
Yeah, when you go to jail,
it's one of those take away that don't have a listing that we took it away from you, then yes. Are we going to continue about this, or can we talk about TRex Arms?
We can get to TRex Arms. I'd like to keep talking about this for a second longer. Yeah, I mean, I'm principally I'm against red flag laws, but I am not willing to sit there and roast someone that is a fucking excellent representative.
He's doing
just because he has a difference of opinion, and it by no means did he say red flag laws need to be passed right now.
Mm-hmm.
He said we need to have this conversation to see if we can give these tools to local law enforcement. I mean, that's what he said. That realistically, that's exactly what he said. And the extremists on our side of things want to throw him under the bus of like another piece of shit, another sellout. And I think that's really short-sighted.
One of us.
I think that's short-sighted. I think that he is definitely still very Second Amendment-minded guy. He's just looking at these mass shootings and saying, like, listen, ideology is not a part of it. Is there different tools we could give law enforcement?
Trying to do something, and present something versus saying nothing.
Right, and that's the problem because sometimes saying nothing is the appropriate move.
Yeah,
sure.
But with this guy, like he just got into office, and it just really fucking sucks that. Hey, I don't agree with it, but again, we can have friends that don't fucking agree with the same thing. And it fucking happens. It's okay.
I don't agree with that.
And that guy,
clearly,
I don't know. My biggest frustration is he didn't vote for any legislation. He didn't even push a current bill that was up for a vote in our in Congress. Like he just simply said we should have a conversation about this, and because of that, people went fucking crazy.
Went nuts.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. Like you can never please everyone.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Period.
TRex Arms. There's a couple things to talk about with him. There's a video gone around if you pay attention to his stuff. Lucas from TRex Arms. He partnered with a local official in Tennessee and lobbied to remove the Tennessee ammo tax.
Yep.
It was a specialty tax that had been applied since I think the 50s or 60s, and it was this big bullshit that was a tax on every single individual box of ammo. And they effectively got it removed.
They went all the way to the Pentagon for that. Yeah, those guys they're picking up traction.
I don't know.
On a lot
Pentagon.
of
That's state law.
No, well, they did. They got a tour at the Pentagon, then they did take care of that whole time. I think it was like a 2-week ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow those guys, but don't agree with a lot of the things he fucking says. But again,
Lucas Arms.
Yeah.
What do you not like about him?
TRex Arms.
Yeah, sorry. I keep on calling it Lucas Arms.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I have one. It's the fucking body armor thing that bugs me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have to look up the state because I can't remember the fucking
Sure.
state.
Sure. You don't need to.
He
Go ahead.
said
He wouldn't sell to law enforcement.
Won't sell to law
if
enforcement.
If he can't sell to civilians.
Do you have a problem with Barrett?
Do I have a problem with
Barrett,
the
company.
The company?
Barrett Gun Company.
Barrett Gun Company did the same thing to California.
Oh yeah.
California said couldn't have their shit. He said, "Fine, fuck. Law enforcement can't have my shit either. If the civilians of that state can't have my shit, then law enforcement can't either."
I get it though.
You're controlling the sale.
No. I mean, I understand. Look, I get it. It's why are we punishing law enforcement for something that they have to uphold? They're not the one making the laws and shit. They're just there to uphold it, and they're the ones that are generally getting shot at. Why is that?
Why punish the law enforcement? Because the law enforcement officers, a lot of them, at least the ones that I know, are all gun guys like us. And like civilian wise, they're gun guys just like us. They believe in the Second Amendment.
I disagree.
I know a lot of them.
I didn't say all of them.
I know. You said a lot of them.
A lot of them. I know a lot of. I mean, I don't know everybody either.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. Most of the cops that I know personally are gun guys.
It's because they come into the shop.
Exactly.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
That I know them.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's guys that are against guns.
And so I don't like that part. I like the fucking changing of the tax. This shit for Tennessee.
Yep.
Good fucking job. Good fucking job. I don't think that law enforcement should be punished because of a shitty state. I think that we need to fucking have more armor.
To be straightforward, I would say TRex Arms is a tiny player in the body armor game in general.
Agree, but they're
stirring the pot.
Well, I mean, it's part of his belief, though.
Famous,
but I think what he's trying to do is show the two sides of it.
Yeah,
he's
it's a free country.
I think
he doesn't believe law enforcement should have an advantage that the civilians of
some
that
people
state
believe that
are taken
freedom.
away. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'm terribly opposed to that.
But
be honest.
Yeah, I don't think I'm terribly opposed to it either. However, you still have fucking armored vehicles. You still have the whole point explosives. Like, we can't have that shit.
The whole idea is to
we're not allowed to have
hope that local law enforcement would apply pressure to local government to reverse such an action. And I would say,
but then why not do what he did with Tennessee?
Of like lobby in that other state.
The people are the ones that changed that, not the fucking law enforcement.
And they scoffed him off. Like, they didn't even fucking recognize who he was. They didn't want to say a word about it.
He's nothing famous. He's nothing famous in their eyes, but why not get the fucking majority of the state?
Yeah, to
fucking lobby against that. Yeah. That's the way it should be.
Well, all I can do is hope that it gets struck down. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms, not to bear firearms. Arms by all definitions basically means both weapons for offensive and
well,
offensive
would I get in trouble
weapons
for having body armor in my car?
And then defensive. No.
Because I have body armor in my car.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Right.
I mean, we live in a good state.
Now we know.
But
you're fine for that.
I have it in my car.
To follow through with my point, though, of like the Second Amendment is just as much about the right for you to own body armor as it is for you to own a gun.
It's if you use it in the commission of a crime,
sure.
then it's a fucking problem. But just having
you actually know this piece of armor that I have. I got it from you like 8 years ago.
Yeah, from me?
Yeah, U.S. Palm.
Oh,
yeah, I still have it. I still have it with the knife that's attached to it.
No, you don't. You're making that up.
No, I still have it. I'll show it to you later.
U.S. Palm made good shit.
The actual softies that are inside are not yours though. I upgraded those because it's been old.
They go bad every 5.
Yeah, I got brand new ones in there.
And then there's so much fucking drama with fucking Lucas at what's the name of the fucking group? There's a guy hating on him. And
the thing you sent?
Yes.
The law enforcement guy?
No, he's not law enforcement guy. He's fucking ex-military guy.
The ex-military guys fucking hate on the kid.
Max velocity.
They look at him as a kid because he did start it
maximum
as a kid.
velocity.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
You're more of a fan of him and paid more attention to him than I have. So
when I met all you fucks, I was learning from
all you fucks.
Yeah, all three of you guys.
He calls us motherfuckers and fucks. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, what you are. You got this fucking new fancy chair, new hat,
and now he's
gonna
like,
be a
fuck
piece
you
of
guys.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm wearing dinosaur fucking shit on my shirt.
It's because
man.
cool guy. He's above us.
Don't be hating.
He's above us.
He literally
knows.
Chase,
Have you seen that chair?
Literally brought me down.
Have you seen that chair? Yeah, by the chair.
So you start watching him.
And I've been seeing his training and all that shit, and he's got some good points. And then there's some things that I can't fucking stand behind. But the guy has some good tactics. But the thing is, people always compare to what we've trained on and what I've actually done, and then real scenarios. He's just a kid, never done anything. What does he know? And the only thing that he has to stand for him is the time, his speed, and on the fucking firearm. He has more time than half the fucking soldier out there.
Yeah, I wish I had time where I could just shoot. That'd be awesome.
The military guys that are shitting on him, I feel for him, because like when I first started hearing about this guy and paying attention to him, like, this little faggot.
He's a tiny dude. Yeah,
like,
he looks
it's not his stature.
Like
it's not his stature.
He looks like a kid.
It's he seems like I had a rich parents.
And I can shoot all the time.
So I had the ability to spend their money on this hobby, and I got real good at it. And I think it is undeniable. He's good as fuck. He's way better shot than me. He's a way better shot than me. He's able to sit there and run drills all fucking day. He's got his own private range. He started a holster company that makes good shit. I don't know shit about his body armor, but he makes good fucking holsters. Some interesting stuff for, suppressors and for lights. He makes some interesting, cool shit. There's no denying that. But he's a little fucking shit.
He's a little fucking shit.
So he has talent. It kind of comes back to a conversation we were having off mic about the difference between intelligence versus wisdom.
Ooh.
So he may have picked some stuff up that works good when you're running drills, but maybe doesn't work good when you're in actual fighting mode. I'm sure that there's plenty of things that he does that don't translate well. And at the same token, I bet there's plenty of things that he does that do translate really well that guys are being stubborn as fuck about.
Well, it is that everybody, and I'm guilty of this.
No.
I'm guilty of this, but having a badge of doing the operations, like I went through a shit ton of training. I went through a very hardcore fucking thing. I dedicated my life, signed my life over to something, and gave my life to this country. And there's, everybody understands, that portion of it. When you get to that level and you did that, and then somebody comes along the lines and that's all they've been doing is practicing shooting, and they come out and then they're presenting themselves as a better person than the other person. I think that's what it is. That's what the controversy is. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I think what it is that people that went through military feel, and they have, went through a lot of shit, and then for this guy to come over and try to say that he knows more. I can see how it could be fucked up. However, you could practice anything and be good at it.
Yeah,
and then be a professional at it.
Yeah.
So it's that's the right reason why he gets the ridicule. But I don't think he should get the ridicule as much, as long as he's not saying I'm better than you because I could do more military things than you can.
Right.
So
Which he never does.
No, I know he doesn't.
Yeah.
But that's what people. Well,
you see it on the videos, and that's the thing. Like the way he carries himself, he's an arrogant fuck, and that's the thing. You really
he is an arrogant fuck.
You can't do nothing about it. Not many guys like arrogant assholes. We just don't. We naturally as a guy, you want to fucking bump heads with that person, but, no matter what. No matter what. Even if you agree on something.
I will say this though,
you good?
In defense of him in some way.
I apologize, guys.
You know him much better than I do, so you're probably right about this completely. But I became a gunsmith at a relatively younger age. I went to a gunsmithing school to where I did nothing but gunsmith for fucking 40 hours a week for 2 years, and then I went and got a job as a gunsmith. And I got nothing but questioned.
Are you a gunsmith?
Like I didn't know what I was talking about because I was younger.
Sure?
And so it was one of those. It's one of those things to where I can know significantly more than someone that's 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70, but because they're older and I look younger, they just assume that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it goes down. Like, I want to talk to the manager because
there's at least
kind of young.
Some level.
When did you become a
that
gunsmith?
Lucas had to deal with that too, of someone being so young. Of listen, you may be 40, but you didn't fucking do this every day, in and out, over and over to the degree I have. Like, the way I would think about it is, like, it's so weird to me that, like, you could be a fucking nuclear physicist in your early 20s, but somehow people have problems believing you could be a gunsmith in your early 20s. Like,
they have a problem with anybody at a young age doing anything because they've been doing it for a long time. So they feel like you're
But the
agreeing.
thing is, they haven't, though. You know,
Sure.
like officers. Take an old school, average ass officer. Like, they qualified once a year for the last fucking 20 years.
But I've been shooting every day forever, and then they're like, "Oh, you don't know shit." I get it.
You know,
and it's the same thing with the military too.
To his credit, the fucking agencies come to him. He's not once want to do fucking training. Not once he's advertised he does training. Agencies come to him, and then that's where the bad blood spills because you got the guys that are part of the teams.
I don't want to fucking learn from this guy.
And they see
He's
the
not a fucking
kid.
cop.
And that's the
different
thing.
in shooting and then tactician.
Yeah.
And he's a good shooter. No,
And that's the thing.
disagreement.
Yeah, you don't want to
The
fucking put a
tactician
three-gunner
part is
part of the SWAT team.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just put it
the
that way.
fucking the whole John Lovell thing of John Wick being terrible tactics.
Yes.
Even though it's good shooting technique.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's a difference
Yeah.
for the application. Take what you can learn. Take
Can we
that.
buy
and
a
then
range?
fucking
Can we
rest.
just buy a fucking range so we
I
can
mean,
shoot all the time?
Were we
please?
just discussing
Can
Can
something?
we just
been
fucking do this
asking.
shit?
I've been asking about this.
Can we do this?
We almost bought one. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but it's 2 fucking hours away. Can we get something that's 35 miles away? Can we do that?
I would drive 2 hours away.
Just start
Guys,
shooting.
what if I told you that I do have access to a range at any time that we want to go?
Yeah, that was
I don't-
south
How far
though.
is it?
We got
I
to go
don't-
north.
I don't
30
believe
minutes.
30 minutes where?
I'm not going to put it on the fucking air right now.
I don't believe
It's
it.
some offline shit.
I
believe
gotta
it.
I gotta sight my
That's
rifle
fine.
in
I
like
believe it.
dead nuts at 100.
But
I
here's
haven't
the problem.
sighted in close.
It's
but
only
not-
like 25 yards.
I need to
It's
reset.
only
25
20.
yards.
It's only 25 yards.
Whatever, I'll take that. I need to reset that BCM.
really.
Because I fucked that.
I need to
fucking-
shoot all
Yeah,
of my guns.
sorry.
I
I
my,
just shoot
my
all of my
rifle I
guns?
have set in to steel, but I don't have it like 100% fine tuned, and I would like to get a little bit more confident in that.
Bro, you need to rock that JP.
Yeah,
You'll love it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
dude, we've been selling that stuff lately. It's been doing very well.
Oh.
I mean, very well for what it is. You know, for the niche. You know,
There is a tiny niche for it, yes.
yes. I mean, we're not stocking. We're not selling them like we do, like, you know, Springfields, but
Sure.
we're definitely selling them. Which, by the way, if you're not aware, Springfield's crushing it.
Are they?
They've been crushing it for the last year. They came out with the Saint rifle, like the basic BCM collaboration mid-length, and then they've really gone whole hog. For 1,045 is on the tag, so I know we're going way less than that. You're getting a 16-inch free float, 15-inch free float rail with iron sights, a actual compensator on there, flat facing, upgraded trigger.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a fucking solid rifle. They're crushing that mid tier for AR platforms.
They're crushing the firearms too by adding in 5 mags a bag. Like,
Yeah, I honestly think they devalue themselves by doing that.
I mean,
because
people
like,
buy
they-
it just because of extra mags.
Yeah,
man.
but they're doing it once or twice a year every year.
sure.
So when it's not going on, people are like, well, what the fuck, man? What kind of rebate you got going on? You know, like, I don't know. I think that they're devaluing the brand a little bit. It's kind of like the $5 footlong from Subway. You know, when it went away, they're like, what? You want me to pay $6.50 for this footlong?
I love
Did you know
the
Larry
fucking-
King filed for divorce when it's his 7th wife?
No,
that's
guy.
sick.
I'm just.
How random are you?
I'm sorry.
Are you
I read
literally
it.
going through
I was
news
going-
articles on
No,
it? Put your
I went
fucking
to-
phone down.
I went. I was going through my phone, and Fox News pops up, and that's what came up was in Larry King
Put
divorced.
that shit
so
away.
what?
Come on, we're
What,
trying.
man?
We're
It was
trying to have,
funny.
trying to have a conversation.
That was pretty fucking funny.
Chase.
High port versus low port. And we probably have this discussion.
High ready, low ready.
Yes, that one.
Okay, different language.
Sorry.
Same
Go
thing.
ahead. He wants another thing.
May I get a beer?
Oh,
Just switch it up to beer. So I used to do low port, and then start practicing in my backyard. Got a little. Thank you, good sir.
Is
A third of an acre. Is it a third of an acre? No, I think it's a little bit bigger. It doesn't fucking matter. Started running around in my backyard with my fucking rifle, and I realized high ready is the way to do it.
here's my issue with high ready.
You're talking about holding up here?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
Pistol, yes.
one hand.
pistol, yes, rifle, no, low ready.
I'm a low ready all the time.
I thought so too.
I'll get you past it. I get you past it. I promise.
I agree. I agree with the high.
I haven't practiced with it.
Oh, bro.
I will tell you that you can get yourself in trouble when you're dealing with range issues and ranges. Sprinting. You're breaking your 180 on occasion. You got to be careful of that. So I will. I won't always run high ready, but I'm really fucking trying to go through this area. I've always been a high ready kind of guy. Generally, like I will come off stock even at a higher position if I'm trying to come around a corner with a long gun and I don't feel like I have enough room.
Corner. Sorry to cut you off. I'm thinking about all of this right now.
Okay, yeah.
Going around corners, I find myself at a high ready. Now that I'm thinking about it, really, like realistically thinking about it, if you go with me to the range, right, and we're going to go shoot in the range, I'll be at low ready. It's a natural thing.
Range habits.
Right? But if I'm going through this house right now...
Yeah, no, that's what
I actually find myself... put my buttstock above my shoulder to dip around the corner to get it right back in. Yep. So that's technically high ready, right?
Or
you get what I'm saying? So I
guess you're kind of at ready.
I'm at ready. I'm at ready. Going around corner, buttstock comes above, so gun's actually higher. And then around corner, boom, I reassess it. So like I consider it being. I think I'm going high ready around corners in the house.
Well, I think high ready would be barrel at ceiling.
So it's not. I mean, I guess it is. I'd have to show you too.
Stack in a stack. Would you be in a low ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trained to be low ready.
You're a disgrace.
It worked for the years that I used it.
Bro, I'm telling you, the fucking
God, I want us to get some fucking...
I'm pretty sure you guys were trained the same fucking way.
No.
Navy was high ready?
Yes.
High ready.
Because the fucking SEALs were teaching CQB.
Yeah, dude, high ready.
Low ready. It was low ready for us.
I
CQB was low ready.
I know, but it's the now that we're smarter, now that we understand
low ready
more,
mag grip
at a magwell grip at a low ready that's safer because of nonsense down the road. But now that we get more advanced into like room clearing and shit, it is not. It is not. I didn't hear
what went over my head.
Oh, what?
That didn't go over your head.
Right here.
You heard me talking shit.
Talking like this. He's talking that you shoot like.
I heard what he said.
Okay, so that's what he's talking about.
I'm just focused on the conversation. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Something went over my head. What went over my head?
No, you didn't. No,
nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I will catch it.
I am glad that you've changed your shooting style.
I'm adaptive. I'm not
you
a
have
firm
not been
person.
adaptive for like fucking
a long time
how
ago.
Long ago, like 5 years.
Hold on, a long time
7
ago.
years.
Ever
10
Can
years?
I
don't
admit
know.
my faults on my own, sir?
I remember driving
5 years ago
to a wing place, him getting angry about talking about.
We had this discussion,
grips.
and yes, he got mad. Yes,
I remember. I almost got fired from a job.
Him and
talking
myself.
about high ready and magwell grip.
Yeah.
I remember that. I almost lost my job because of that.
Is this thing on? Okay, so 5 years ago, yes, sir, you are absolutely correct. I was fucking bullheaded. You can't change my mind. I'm agreeing to this.
I was trained to be the deadliest motherfucker on the goddamn planet.
Absolutely, a Marine has rifles, the most dangerous thing in the world. But what I'm trying to tell you is
why
that
is it going?
I don't know, but I'm trying to tell you that I don't hear it. You're the only one that hears, so it has to be earphones.
There it is. No,
it's your earphone.
Is it mine?
Yeah, it's yours.
What's happening?
So basically, I allowed myself. I opened my mind.
Good.
I opened my mind, and now I'm open to changing my tactics, and I've changed my tactics over the years. There are certain things that I do differently than I've done with other previous things, such as I have done. I don't think it may be a high ready, but I think it's a difference. I've never done it before.
Trigger finger.
I used to go up. Now it's over shoulder, dip around it's always at a constant fucking ready. Yeah, I know my fucking shit. Sweet. So I did change, and I'm open to it. Another thing that I've opened myself up to is using the fucking bolt carrier, and I'm using the fucking slide catch. I haven't perfected it yet, but I'm using the slide catch.
It takes practice, yeah.
So yes, I am fully
Three
open.
things for the win for Chase. Yes.
I am fully open for different things, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm okay with it. I can agree that I can adapt to things.
Running my gun fast last match.
It is my headphones. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Keep on.
Doing the fucking
fuck with the cord.
Overbore. Thumb overbore. I went full C clamp.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
Running
fast.
Yeah,
that's what I've been.
Good. Whatever you did.
It wasn't even I don't even think it was like a deliberate decision. It was just me when I was running it fast. That's how it went.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't paying attention.
And no, so sorry. So, and completely cut you off right there. Okay. And I think that's the same thing with fucking TRex Arms guy, is that you have all of this old school guys saying that this new school shit is bullshit, even though they're not adaptive as the old school guys.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've gone from, in the last 7 months, I've learned fucking 4 or so different types of CQB.
Yeah.
So it's like adaptive. It's how we can be better, how we can keep learning, how we understand things because we're getting see things differently.
If we can throw it to jiu-jitsu, the fucking main man jiu-jitsu, Gracie.
See? Jiu-jitsu got excited.
I'm trying to remember which Gracie, but
it's loud on the mic.
Jesus!
It's super loud.
The best description for jiu-jitsu is he does this and I do that.
Good job.
And he does that and I do this. It's like the same kind of shit.
It's called chess.
Like basically, like you can't have this is my style. This is how you this is how you fucking throw a punch. This is how you fucking take someone down. Like it has to be adaptive.
Yes. This is a good way to start holding a gun.
Have the fucking tools in your toolbox and know which one to use when you need to use it.
I got a pretty fucking big toolbox. It's pretty heavy.
Well, yeah, you got a lot going on there.
I do.
So
that's a gun. That's not my gut.
So proud
of you. That's the gun.
Speaking of a lot going on, what's up, Dave?
A whole lot of nothing.
He said a whole lot going on. A whole lot of nothing.
Nothing. No, just working. I
like seeing your fucking faces. By the way, like I like when all 4 of us are in the fucking room.
It's nice to have you back a few times in a row.
It might explain it might explain why we were like,
we're busy.
Not starting the podcast early or on time. Is it we're just sitting there, hanging out.
We need that
talking about bullshit.
Can we do a field trip on a Wednesday? Like all of us go do something,
please.
On a Wednesday?
Yeah, I would say yes, but apparently shit comes up on Wednesday.
So like we're gonna we'll talk about this afterwards.
I say backyard camping, dude. It's a morale thing.
No.
Oh my God! You got.
I said no. Fred was so happy when I backed him on no. To that.
I'm not gonna lie. When he was like, "Dude, no," I was like, "Oh my God, somebody else feels like me." Yes, I was so excited.
Backyard camping, man.
There's camping sites like 20 minutes from here.
Camping sites. We could bring these tents there.
Yeah, we can go.
We got a camping site over there.
I know. You keep saying no. I don't want to do. There actually is an open clearing in there.
Yeah, it's open.
But there's a lot of things in that fucking woods I don't know about.
That's why
it's the same fucking thing. Same thing when you go camping.
Well, campgrounds is at least a footprint for us.
No, you need a fucking permit.
You buy that Ruger?
I have it. You want to see it?
Yeah, we'll see it after the podcast.
I did buy it.
What? What'd you buy?
Yeah, you bought a gun.
I bought a gun.
You bought a gun?
Oh, yeah.
The 22 bolt action I told you guys about.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I want one.
I bought it, and the suppressor.
You going red dot on it?
Suppressor. No, I'm doing scope.
I want to do red dot on one.
Red dot's going to go on the Ruger 1022. The bolt action is going to have a scope. Suppressor's in NFA jail right now, so
I wish I had money.
Me too.
Super jealous.
Me too. I don't have money. I bought that.
You just bought a gun.
No money.
I want to buy a gun.
There was no money. I shouldn't have spent that money. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's another episode in the books for you guys. Lately, we've been getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people getting involved. A lot of people liking what we're talking about.
He's lying.
Have we?
I have.
You've been getting feedback?
I have. Yeah, I'll show you guys a bunch of text message stuff.
Like, is it titties?
No, not feedback like that.
That's not good feedback.
Okay, so I haven't get good feedback, but I'm getting feedback. People that are talking to us and understand the following that we're trying to do and understand the message we're trying to put out there and trying to be another voice out there because we believe. I
hope you find our shit funny. I hope you like defending yourself and you love America. Fuck you.
Yes, that's kind of what I was trying to say.
Bold.
Coming to you from. You ready? Bad Karma.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Cabal USA.
Brotherhood.
From cabalusa.co. Don't forget our promo code Covert Standard when you go to his website.
15% off.
And I have Clear Malfunction.
I'm over here being an asshole as always. If you want something, work your fucking dick off.
And I am the Nitro Panda. Don't forget that we have social media platforms all over the place. Be sure to follow us on everything. I mean, we even have a Twitter page. It's not really going on, nothing going on with it.
The tweets.
But I've been going on talking a lot of shit places because it's fun. So go follow Covert Standard on Twitter. Follow Covert Standard on Instagram. Follow Covert Standard on Facebook. Go to www.covertstandard.com to check us out there as well. Be sure to follow the guys here on the show, your favorites, and talk shit with them because they'll talk shit back as long as they're not busy. And yeah, fucking love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Can't be safe, be deadly.
People have been asking me dumbass questions.
Now you
I remembered it.
Now
I remembered it while you were talking.
It is too late.